church fam, I just wanted to update you on a change that we are making immediately with regards to our small groups and Launch in particular. As many of you know, for the last number of years, Launch has been the first step in our growth track and has been the entryway into the rest of our small groups at church. In other words, people have had to go to Launch first before they were able to get into any of the other small groups in our church. What are we changing? Well, we're actually removing Launch as a first step in our growth track. So what does that mean practically? It means that anyone that is a part of Impact Church can join any small group immediately after coming to church. We want to just see people connect and connect as fast as they can, because we know that small groups have an amazing way of doing that. You may be asking yourself, are we still running Launch? And the answer is absolutely. We're running it every semester for the rest of our lives because we believe in it. But what are we doing? We're disconnecting Launch as a first step or entryway into our small group system, but we're still making Launch a prerequisite for any leadership position and church membership in our church. Why? Because Launch covers and talks about our church DNA. It talks about things that are so important to us, things that we believe in, things that we celebrate, and things that we want to make sure that our members and our leaders understand and are in alignment with as we move forward. We've also recognized throughout the last number of years, as we've been getting feedback from a number of different people, that while our intentions were great with having Launch as the first step, we've realized over the years that we're missing some things. For example, most people that come to church want to feel like they belong. And if we delay that period or that process of people getting into a small group right away, we just feel like we're missing something there. Second, we also want to make sure that our small groups are not just for people at Impact in the way that we would understand that, but also that it's actually an evangelism tool for people to invite their friends that are non-believers into our community through small groups. For example, we have a men's fitness group or a men's workout in the Word group that's starting up in the next couple of weeks. And can you just imagine what an amazing win it would be as if some of those guys invited their neighbors to come to a men's workout and Word group and then eventually get them connected to the church. So we see great value in that. We're making this change because we see some things that we were missing that we don't want to miss any longer. And so we want to make sure that our small groups are a part of connection and community as fast as possible. We also want to make sure that we can use those as an evangelism tool. And we also want to make sure that it is an opportunity for us as a church to not lose Launch, but to actually utilize it for what we really feel it is most valuable for, which is getting our church DNA into our members and our leaders. So, effective immediately, Launch is no longer the first step on the growth track. It will still be a requirement for leadership and membership, so we want to encourage you to take it as soon as you can. I will say this, I have a little bit of a soft spot in my heart for Launch, mostly because I'm the one, along with Pastor Sandra, that leads it most of the time. But I've actually loved the opportunity to get to know new people at the church quickly. And so the win historically for Launch being the first step is that we've got to know people that are new to the church quickly, and we've enjoyed that. We've enjoyed hearing your stories, and we hope you've enjoyed hearing our stories and the stories of Impact Church as a whole. So I want to encourage you, church, if you're here and you're new, I want to still encourage you, get to Launch as soon as you can. I think it'll be a big win for you. But at the same time, I want you to know we're opening up our small group system to anyone that wants to join in that is an active part of our church. Our small groups are not for people from other churches. They are for people in our church, but they're also for those that we're hoping to win to Christ and evangelize and bring to church through our small groups. So hopefully that clarifies some things. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me at cameron@impactkingston.com, and I'd love to answer any question you may have. Bless you, church, and we'll talk soon.